Yo, what's up, guys? We're back in another video, and today's another account review. Today I'm going to be account reviewing Witchy on EU88, and this is a previous account. And if you know, so people who have watched my previous videos know what stats I like. But overall, I'm going to be taking a look at Witchy's account. I believe he is a PvP oriented priest, more so. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and take a look at what he's got, and then do a general overview of his stats at the end and see um, overall how I think it is. So I have the hero mark. Sorry. Okay. So off the rip, let's go ahead and look at his gear. Dodge weapon. Me personally, as a dodge priest, I do like the dodge weapon because just 9% dodge is a lot. Honestly, just a lot in anything. It's like the highest individual stat of a weapon. So I like dodge weapon. 4 vitality lines, all decently high. 1 will line, but that's not really that big of a deal. So yeah, I'd say pretty solid. Weapon, full vitality, block chance, reflect set, double crit res, final damage reduction. These lines could use a little work. Definitely could triple roll vitality here for a little bit of extra HP, but overall decent. Next, crit damage 10%. Not needed, but I mean for the people who do need a little bit of DPS, and understandable. HP bonus, really good stat. Defense, meh, kind of meh. Int, kind of meh. Could use a little fine tuning on these stats or more int. Next, dodge rate, HP, vitality. This is really good. Overall, I think this is really solid. HP is good. Flat HP is good because you can. Vitality is good, but eventually vitality will fall off if you keep stacking too much of that with no flat HP. So flat HP is actually really good to have. So yeah, I think this belt right here, Reforged, is really good. Oh yeah, full reflect set, by the way. Boots, debuff res, 4%, decent. HP, I like that. Awakening EXP bonus, not really needed in my opinion, so that can be replaced. Int will, you need a little bit of fine tuning on these, but yeah. So, and then one more. Reflect damage, that's whatever. I mean, it can be useful, can't sometimes. Crit damage reduction, 10%, really good. Attack int, could reroll those for vitality lines. And that's about it. The only real reason I see to run int would be maybe if you wanted like a little more PvE DPS, but overall I'd say that int, attack, all those aren't really needed. If you want to be a full like HP reflect tank kind of build, I think that full vitality is the best. So yeah, that's just a little bit of my opinion on that. Superior Nature's Prayer +3, that's really good. Nature's Prayer, not the greatest, not the right skill, but I mean it's all right. Superior Bathe, that's good. The other emblem, Superior Bathe, this is good. All right, his emblems are Enhanced Bathe +3. This one needs to be re-rolled, but it's all right. And Superior Nature's Prayer. Honestly, I think the emblems are decent. I'm gonna say they're decent, and the reason I'm gonna say they're decent is because getting all 3 skills, like all the perfect skills on your emblems, is honestly really hard. So having 2 out of the 3 skills with max lines +3 and +2 is honestly really good in my opinion. All he really needs is Advanced Nature's Prayer, and that's just pure luck. So yeah, I mean I think his emblems are pretty decent. Looks like 179% dodge. All right, next I'm gonna go over cards, weapon cards. Just pretty basic here. Nothing really. Is he missing a tenacity card? Or I think no, he's not. Okay, yeah, there's not a 4th free one yet. He's gonna get Miku soon, and that'll probably replace that for rank 6. Glove cards: Lily, Solid, Pisces, Starglance. When is that? I think that this is honestly the best possible glove card lineup you could have for a priest because Lannister is usable in PvP and PvE, honestly. So and then tenacity. Like this is honestly a really solid priest glove card lineup. I think the best if you're not like a humongous whale whaling glove card. So yeah, this is really good, honestly, in my opinion. And Lenisdat is the best PvE priest glove card in my opinion because the damage bonus, 30% damage bonus for the whole team is just ridiculously good. And he has a lot of options for PvP, being he could use Lily, he could use Lenisdat to buff his team. And honestly, Pisces is kind of usable, but it really depends on who you're fighting. So yeah, armor cards. Yo-Yo, the best rank 7 new card. Crit damage reduction, pretty decent. Nebula for tenacity, I'm assuming, decent. Caitlyn, good main card for a dodge build because you get tenacity and you get your dodge rate. It's missing a line, but honestly, Caitlyn lines are annoying, so I mean, I don't really blame them. Octo Nightmare, good for the tenacity and the dodge rate. I think that Caitlyn and Octo, in my opinion, on a dodge build should be main. I also kind of like the yo-yos because if you can build up enough base tenacity to feel like you have a comfortable cushion, then you can use yo-yo main, which is why I believe that he is using Nebula main for the extra tenacity in the middle that he's missing from using non-rank 6 rank 7 cards. So overall, I'd say this is definitely a decently solid card build right here. Same thing. Same thing. Oh wait, no, there's a slight difference here. He drops an Octo for a Smoky in this one. Honestly, I think that's a solid option. The only really other option that you could do is either drop the Nebula for more dodge rate. I think that's probably what I'd lean towards more so in this case. I would drop the extra tenacity Nebula for a little bit of extra Indom and dodge Octo because DPS are having super high accuracy these days if they're rolling shiny cards. And so, I mean, I get the tenacity is needed, but at the same time, I kind of like the dodge and Indom because people are building up such high coercion these days. But yeah, overall solid. And then the last one, I think, is the same one. Wait, no. This one misses. What is this one? Missing Nebula. Yeah, this is more my style. I think that this one is better. I wonder if his octos are just not fully refined. Oh, they're fully refined. Anyway, but yeah, my only recommendation would be to copy this one onto this one. Copy the boots build unless the belt build. Just replace the Nebula with the Octo. In my opinion, I think that the Octo with the additional Indomitable and the additional dodge rate because of how much free accuracy people are getting these days for a little bit of more reliable dodge, while also getting some tenacity. But yeah, overall, I think his card set definitely. If you're not whaling, this is probably as best as you getting here in the main slot. There's really not much you can change here in the main slot. So yeah, for Dodge Priest, solid. Talisman cards, without being whaled, I think yeah, you get Cheryl free, you get Argo free. I'm not sure. I don't think there's really any other tenacity options. So, Hestia is definitely solid for all attributes. This boosts your healing because of the damage X and shield and stuff. So it boosts your healing and your HP. So Hestia definitely solid. Hobbs is all right. Maybe if you had like Lost Yacht, it'd be slightly better because I think Lost Yacht is just the all attributes is more valuable than just the pure HP, and you could just put Hobbs on assist, but I'm not sure. And then assist, yeah, no Lost Yacht. So assist, we've got 4 Delas for crit resist and HP. Honestly, if this is the build that you want to go, I think it's usable. If you can somehow stack enough crit resist through runes and let's say yeah, runes and like equip reforges, all that, every miscellaneous area, then you could potentially run Dela. I personally do not run Dela. I don't like Dela that much. But I honestly, looking at his card options, it doesn't really feel like there's another good option for him to run here. I mean, I guess you could maybe make an argument for Magic Kitty because of the damage X, but the damage X would boost his heal a little bit but lower his overall HP. So if you're going off of HP wise, I think that Dela is really good. And yeah, I think because he's building for HP here, which I believe is the main focus, like the HP, not the crit resistance, then Dela is definitely a solid option because he doesn't look like he has any other options. With this card being only defense, block chance, debuff resistance, maybe he could swap this for Defada, but I think Dela still gives more overall. Just Dela gives a little bit more overall utility. So yeah, definitely seems solid. Norm, just pretty casual. Godly Sakura, Eternia, Raphael. Those are pretty casual. Use what you can because those are the harder to get slots. Jaminia, I think is a perfect assist card for a Dodge Priest because I don't really like the break on it, and I don't really like how the stats are laid out on this card because it's a crit resistance main Dodge second card. So I think that Jaminia is honestly the best assist card you can use for a Dodge PvP Priest. Basically, yeah. HP, dodge, a little bit of crit resistance. So yeah, definitely solid assist cards. I think the only change I really see happening is swapping this out for the new card with the dodge block, Amaterasu, Shining Amaterasu, or Black Amaterasu, or Red Amaterasu, my bad. But yeah, I don't really remember the 15 line on that card exactly, so yeah, I can't say. The other cards, use what you get, makes sense, but card build overall, for a non-whale, I would say this is definitely probably the solid, the best, we're pretty much as best as you can get. Only change I would really make is still just, yeah, the one Aqua Nightmare. Other than that, definitely like the best build you can get. Maybe you could swap these out for some egg ones for a little bit of extra tenacity built up. But yeah, solid, definitely solid. Alright. Next, where we're gonna go. Okay, that was cards. We're gonna go to accessories next. Win 19, solid. I think Win 19 is the one with the 100 that boosts me up to 100 tenacity, right? Yeah, Win 19 gives you 100 tenacity, which is I only care about 117 and Win 19. Win 18 gives penetration, I think. Yeah, penetration. So I don't really care for Win 18, but Win 19 and Win 17 are definitely the win levels that you want. And then carving spirit level 11, almost level 12, so definitely good there, good in that department. Just enhances, let's see, stones, tenacity, heavy. I'm not sure if he swapped over to PvP stones completely or not, but the only change I would really make is swapping out these heavy stones. I would fill up the rows with tenacity stone. I would fill these up. I'm sorry about that. My recording software cut. Anyway, the only changes that I would really make here are swapping these out for full tenacity and dom stones. So I would definitely swap these stones out for like some more fire defense spirit stones, or just some more tenacity stones. I'd fill the row up with those. Fill up this row. So yeah. And I'm not sure why my recording cut out, but overall, solid accessories. Win 19, definitely solid. And then what I forgot to do on my last character review, which was a big accident, was runes. So I'm going to go ahead and cover the runes. Awakened, 10, 10, 10. All the important ones are basically maxed. One thing I would max otherwise is for Sanctuary, because this is actually really good awakening, because the awakening heals you after it ends. So that's the only thing I would change. But yeah, awakens are do as you spend, really. Stigma level 45, solid. So that means he has Stigma 3 unlocked, best PvP Stigma in the game, pretty much. So Stigma levels are all solid. I don't need to take a look at those, really. 7, 7s, 7, 6s, pretty solid overall. Awakened Tree, tenacity, focused, damage reduction focused, solid. Alright, runes, full overview of runes. 43% crit resistance, 39% crit damage reduction, 19% reflect, 20% basically, 30% dodge. Overall, I'm going to give these runes pretty good. And the reason I'm going to give them, honestly, I would say they're actually really good, in all honesty, because like I consider the average to be decent is 35%, but on top of having like 39% crit damage reduction, he has 158 tenacity, meaning almost all of his runes, or maybe all of them, have some tenacity stat on them as well, on top of the crit damage reduction, while the crit damage reduction is basically 40%. So yeah, definitely solid. Um, let's see. Does he have any other advanced stats on here? Not really. So yeah, dodge rate 30% though. That is solid. And reflect rate 19%. That's pretty decent. I'm guessing he's building reflect as the fourth stat because the other three main stats are pretty good. So yeah, yeah, I'm guessing he just had either the least luck with reflect or he's building reflect as his fourth stat because he's missing a reflect rune here. Yeah, so that's just my guess. But I think that's honestly a pretty good option, especially if you're like not a whale. That's definitely one of the better options, unless you're just going to go for the higher reflect build. So it really just depends on what you want, but both work honestly. I think that's definitely a solid choice. So his runes are actually pretty good in my opinion. Soul Pearls, 3 Nymphas, so, solid. Undyne, honestly, Undyne for 3 Nymphas is pretty honestly a decent choice because sometimes you just don't want to spend for Amaterasu. It is a pro they have to spend for, so yeah, I don't blame the Undyne. It's still a team buff a little bit, so it's not the worst, not the best, but a decent option for what you have. This one, let's see, 30% HP. The only thing I would say is the 30% HP pearls, I would still replace them with the Freya Soul Pearls because Freya can still, even though not the greatest buff, can still actually reduce some damage taken. So I would definitely still swap these Snow Howlers out for Freya Pearls. Max, of course, though. Anubis, Princess Raccoon, Anubis. Normally, I would say I would rock Princess Raccoon, but because these are all like rank 1, I would just run the 3 Chacos instead, and then a 1 Princess Raccoon, because there's nothing wrong with Chacos. They still give you like the 15% HP at max level, and me personally, I do not believe in Anubis. Plus, it also depends on if your team has Anubis transforms or the new Goldheart transform that's coming up, the Goldfish. So yeah, that's my options. I would swap these out for 3 Chacos and 3 Freyas, and then yeah, that's my opinion on this page. 3 Bats, 3 Narithas, probably the best you're getting. A Godly Minerva, solid choice. Hestia, solid choice. This is basically as good as you can get, especially if you're not really whaling. And then Rebirth Pearls, this is whatever, just whatever you need, honestly. And yeah, the Earth slot is pretty hard to unlock regardless, so yeah. Um, let's see. What have we gone over? Alright. The next big 2 areas are Warmout and Star Trail, and I think I'm going to wrap it up with those. So now we're going to go Star Trail. Healing done. I think this is the next one is crit resistance. Then it's the 1%, and then it's the reflect. So yeah, solid. That's really all you need is a priest, especially dodge. Not much to get. Damage reduction. This is reflect rate, I believe. Thorn. Yeah, reflect damage. Revive and absorb for HP. Solid here as well. Just no damage built, so this is good as well. Focused, definitely. Tenacity, Crit Production, Indom, and Heavy. Like this, Focus as well. This is really good. I think there's, what's this upgraded for it? HP off transformed damage HP, 1 bonus. This is alright, it's whatever. Though this kind of path or whatever right here is whatever, outside of like these main 3. So yeah, this is good. His Star Trail is good as well. Definitely focused for what he wants to have. Next is Warmouts. We've got a 4-line, not the best, but it's not the worst. Definitely usable. But yeah, maybe if he'd probably need to get lucky since mechs are harder to get than dragons. So it's hard to be judgmental on the mechs because they're so hard to get, and this is a lot worse. Worse than dragons because you get them less, honestly. So no, really, like I can't really nitpick that. It's honestly not the worst. It's not the worst. I've seen worse, so really can't really nitpick that. Next, Warmount. He's got the wing, so that means his medals are pretty advanced. Kieran, good. Shark, good. Centaur, good, and Aquila. All the right metals are there. Just need a little bit of upgrades, but all the right metals are there. Polish is 163 tenacity, so solid polish. And then his dragon, crit damage reduction, damage from classes, my personal favorite out of all the other ones. So yeah, like that. His dragon is solid. Nothing really else to like nitpick on that. And now let's give an overall stat overview. 3.9 mil, 9k vitality. That can definitely be raised if he fixes his equips. That can probably hit 10k. Let's see, tenacity 1823, solid. 1823 without full tenacity card, so he could very well be over 2k tenacity. Just on the build that he's running right now, he's not. Yeah, he chooses not to. So this is honestly, I would say, solid. 498, basically 500 in Dom, pretty decent. Yeah, pretty decent. 441 heavy, decent. So yeah, advanced stats are all decent area. They're pretty tenacity. I'd say it's actually still pretty good for what he has. So I'd say yeah, pretty good overall there. Um, those are damage stats. All right, HP 335%, pretty good. I like that. 179% dodge. Yeah, basically, I don't believe in 200% dodge build yet because I still don't believe that you can get a adequate amount. You can get that amount of dodge without losing certain stats, like other stats. So 180% dodge is in a great range, in my opinion. It's not a really solid dodge. 224% crit resistance is pretty good because that really just cuts out basically like all the free to play damage. All the free to play people like really can't just crit on him. And like a lot of the people who are missing crit rate cards probably aren't going to crit on him that much. But even if they do crit on him, he has 185% crit damage reduction, which I really like. That's a very good stat. In my opinion, crit damage reduction is one of the best stats. It's basically like tenacity, but different. I've explained that in other videos, but yeah, I really like how high his crit damage reduction is. Just great runes, equip set for it, and everything. And then 142% reduction on mounted. That's solid. 77.5% damage resistance is really good. So overall, I think as a priest account for what he has, you can tell he's not a super whale or anything like that. So for everything that he has, the good runes, he has the right equipment set. His cards are basically pretty much all the right cards. He's really got everything you want as a priest. Like I'd say this account is honestly really pretty good. For what he has, it's mostly maxed out. There's not much he can really do unless he starts spending to like get the real big changes. So I would say pretty solid account. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and thanks for watching. I hope you see you guys in the next one and enjoy.